Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Sharmin. Today I'm going to talk about sympatric speciation, okay? And yesterday I talked about allopatric speciation, right? And just you click here, then you can see if you're not seen yet. Okay, so let's get started. A polyploid organism is one with more than two complete sets of chromosomes in each cell. This can happen if for example, meiosis goes wrong with when gametes are being formed, so that a gamete ends up with two sets of chromosomes instead of one set. And if two such gametes fuse, then the zygote gets four complete sets of chromosomes, and it's said to be tetraploid, okay? So yeah, and tetraploids formed in this way are often sterile, as therefore there are four of each kind of chromosomes. All four try to pair up during meiosis 1 and get into a terrible muddle. It's very difficult for the cell to divide by meiosis and produce new cells, each with complete sets of chromosomes. And however, the cells may well be able to grow perfectly well and to reproduce asexually, and there is nothing to stop mitosis and happening absolutely normally. Okay, so yeah, just occasionally this tetraploid plant may manage to produce gametes. They will be diploid gametes. If one of these should fuse with a gamete from the normal diploid plant, then the resulting zygote will be triploid. Once again, it may be able to grow normally, but it will certainly be sterile. There is no way in which it can produce gametes because it can't share the three sets of chromosomes out even between the daughter cells. So the original diploid plant and tetraploid that was produced from it can't interbreed successfully. They can be considered to be different species. A new species has arisen in just one generation. The kind of polyploid just described contained four sets of chromosomes, all from the same species. It is said to be an autopolyploid. Auto means self. Polyploids can also be formed that contain, say, two sets of chromosomes from one species and two sets from another closely related species. They are called allopolyploid. Allo means other or different. Meiosis actually happens more easily in an allotetraploid than in an autotetraploid because the chromosomes from each species are not quite identical. So the two chromosomes from one species pair up with each other, while the two chromosomes from the other species pair up. This produces a much less muddled situation than in an autopolyploid, where the chromosomes try to get together in four, so it is much more likely that meiosis can come to a successful conclusion. The allopolyploid may well be able to produce plenty of gametes. It is fertile. Once again, however, the allopolyploid can't interbreed with individuals from its parent species for the same reasons of the autopolyploid. It is a new species. One well-documented instance of speciation through allopolyploid is the cord grass Spartina and anglica, and this is a vigorous grass that grows in salt marshes. Before 1830, the species of Spartina that grew in these places in England was Spartina maritima. Then in 1829, a different species called Sparitima alterniflora was imported from America. And Spartina maritima and Spartina alterniflora hybridized, producing a new species called Spartina townsendii. This is diploid plant with one set of chromosomes from Spartina maritima and one set of Spartina alterniflora. It is sterile because the two sets of chromosomes from its parents can't pair up, so it is called undergo meiosis successfully, nor can Spartina townsendii interbreed with either of its two parents, which is what makes a different species. Although it is sterile, it has been able to spread rapidly, reproducing asexually by producing long underground stems called rhizomes, from which new plants can grow. At some later time, probably around 1892, faulty cell division in Spartina townsendii somehow produced cells with double the number of chromosomes. A tetraploid plant was produced probably from the fusion of two abnormal diploid gametes from Spartina townsendii. So this tetraploid has two sets of chromosomes that originally came from Spartina maritima and two sets of Spartina alterniflora. It is an allotetraploid. These chromosomes can pair up with each other 2 and 2 during meiosis, so this tetraploid plant is fertile. It has been named Spartina anglica, and it is more vigorous than any of the other three species and has spread so widely and so successfully that it has practically replaced them in England. So guys, that's all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your family and friend. If you need more class, then you can email me, and in my description box you can find all of social media and my website. Also, you can visit my website and you can book a child class also, and you can